guys, it's your girl T. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the whole Tamir Rice situation. So as of Monday, it came out that the police officers that were involved in the shooting of 12-year-old Tamir Rice, they will not be facing any charges. They have basically been let go. They were saying that part of the reason why they're getting off is because the gun was found on Tamir Rice next to his body. It wasn't like it was in his waistband. They enhanced the video footage, and they're also saying that Tamir Rice looked a lot older than 12 years old. And even with the initial dispatch phone call, they thought that it was a 20-year-old male. You know, I've never seen a 12-year-old kid look like they were 20, but you know, okay. So they're not going to do any time. You know, I was very upset when I heard about this. I had posted on Instagram. I was very shocked. You know, it's sad that our kids are out here losing their lives. Police officers. I also understand that this entire situation was a perfect storm. So since this has come out that the police officers will not be indicted, a lot of people on Twitter are demanding that LeBron James basically sit out from a few games to basically get the attention of the Department of Justice and hope that, you know, they'll end up indicting these police officers. So this has been causing a lot of controversy online. They even started a Twitter hashtag, Nojusticenolebron. It was started by a Muslim activist. So basically people have been tweeting this for the past 2 days, wanting LeBron James to not play. He's finally spoken out on the situation. I want you guys to go ahead and check out all the tweets, the comments, what people have to say about LeBron James. And I'm going to go ahead and read to you what LeBron James' response was to the media today. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. For me, I've always been a guy who took pride in knowledge of every situation that I've ever spoke on. And to be honest, I haven't really been on top of this issue. It's so hard for me to comment. I understand that a life was lost, but what we need more than anything is prayer and the best for the family and for anyone. But for me, no comment on this situation. I don't have enough knowledge about it. Okay, so you guys just saw the comments, the tweets, and you guys just heard what LeBron James had to say. I read it in my voice, not LeBron James's voice. So that's what he had to say about this situation. And a lot of folks are upset. They're not buying it. They're saying that he's making excuses. He just doesn't want to, you know, sit out and lose his money. You know, folks are calling him a coon and an Uncle Tom. You know, I don't know. People want to know my opinion on the situation. You know, I'm just so tired of people thinking they have the right to dictate what other people do in their lives. You know, at the end of the day, is LeBron James a big figure? Yes, he is. Is he from Ohio? Yes, he is. But LeBron James does not need to sit out from any basketball games. Him sitting out from a basketball game is not going to change the decision of the Department of Justice. It's not going to reverse the decision on what they decided that the police officers were not guilty. Sitting out is not going to do anything for the cause. One, he's contractually obligated to play in these games. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are comparing LeBron James not playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers for a few games to the same thing that the college students did at Miss U. The reason why Miss U's efforts worked is because if they wouldn't have played that weekend, the college was going to lose over $1 million, and they couldn't afford to lose that. The entire team chose not to play. You guys can't put the entire burden of this case on one person. You know, it's one thing to ask the entire Cavaliers team not to play, but to say that LeBron James, you know, should be the face of the NBA to sit out, to me is just ridiculous. I don't think he owes anybody anything. And LeBron James, let's not forget, he's done a lot of charity for Ohio. He's done a lot of things. He's given back. He does a lot for the community. So I don't think it's fair to put him on blast and say that he needs to sit out a few few games based on this case. Him sitting out a few games is not going to change anything. But I will say this, his comment to me, I don't buy that wholeheartedly. I feel like he's just trying to say something to kind of calm down the situation. I do not believe for an instant that LeBron James does not know what's going on or that he doesn't have the full details. I just feel like at this point in time, he does not want to be involved in this. He does not want to be held accountable for anything because it has nothing to do with him. You know, I can respect him, you know, saying that this really doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't want to be involved in it. But to act like he doesn't have enough information or like he doesn't know what's going on, it's kind of silly, especially being that he did the whole photo thing with Trayvon Martin, and then he also wore the shirt, "I Can't Breathe." So at that point, you didn't have all the facts, but you chose to get on that bandwagon. And I think with this situation, being that it's just on LeBron, he does not feel comfortable with it just being on him. Whereas with the Trayvon Martin situation, it was basically the entire team of the Heat. And with the whole "I Can't Breathe" situation, it was a lot of people in the NFL and NBA wearing those t-shirts. You know, but at the end of the day, they all played their games. Nobody lost any money. So when it comes to sitting out a game and potentially losing money, that's a whole nother subject. You know, anybody can put on a t-shirt, anybody can send out a tweet, but when you're talking about messing with somebody's livelihood, they're going to play crazy as hell. Let's keep it 100. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't expect LeBron James to do anything. I don't expect him to sit out a game. I think it's just kind of ridiculous to even ask him to sit out a game. It makes no sense. It's not going to do anything one way or another. This situation is something that could have definitely been prevented. It's sad that this young boy lost his life, and it's sad that no one's going to be held accountable for this situation. But to put everything on LeBron James, I just don't agree with that. But that's just my personal opinion. You know, you guys have your own opinions. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. Do you feel like LeBron James should sit out a few games? And do you feel like if he does sit out a few games, is it going to make any difference? Is it going to change anything? How do you feel about folks getting mad at him and calling him out his name, saying he's a coon and Uncle Tom for not sitting out and for not doing more with the Tamir Rice situation? Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.